Welcome. So my software business is making $15,000 a month recurring. That's MRR, monthly recurring revenue. I'm going to refresh this here real quick so you can see that I'm not lying to you. I have no reason to lie to you. So that's $15,000 coming in recurring every single month from subscriptions. Now that's the power of software. And in today's video, I want to go over the number one thing that I think took us from over 10K MRR now at 15K MRR. And what I think is the most important thing that you need to do if you want to achieve such levels. Because I've talked about marketing in the past. I've thought about how to build one, how to market your SaaS, how to grow it just with organic traffic, the blueprint I use, the 9 steps, more tips. I mean, I've talked about this, but there's one thing I haven't talked about yet, which is the one thing you need to do or you'll fail, which is this thing that's right here, blurred, because my internet isn't connecting, but I'll show you here. Also a blurred version, but I'll show you here the biggest version of it. But again, 10K MRR, that's monthly recurring revenue. So people paying a subscription to access your software with SaaS, which is a software as a service. Now you need to do this, otherwise you'll fail. And what the thing is called project management. Now, I know this is super boring, but the reality of making money online is that it is boring, right? It isn't as sexy as people make it seem. It isn't driving Lambos or the skydiving or having dinner in Dubai. I mean, that's the 0.0001%. 99.999% of the time you're stuck in front of your desk, in front of your computer, building stuff. And the best way to build things fast, which if you're in software you need to be fast and to the point, is to be able to manage your projects. And the way me and my co-founder do it is through this board right here. So as you can see, we have several tasks here, several columns, I guess. The non-started one, in progress, blocked, and done. Now, what this means is essentially we can add these little tickets here. If I click here, I can add a new task, right? I can click here, open it, and I can like write whatever. Do or write new email campaign for Black Friday, something like this, right? I can assign people, I can assign myself like so, and I can type the status as marketing, right? So pretty straightforward, right? Now, as soon as I want to put it in progress, it means that I'm doing it, I'll just drag it here, right? Once it's done, I just drag it to done. Now, I'm going to delete this so it doesn't get confused here. Now, the good thing about this is both me, right, the non-technical co-founder, because I don't know how to code, and Afonso, which is my technical co-founder, we are always up to date on whatever each one of us is doing. And that's super, super important because in any relationship, and a business with someone else is a relationship, communication, again, super cliche, is the number one thing, right? If you don't communicate properly, discussions are going to happen and you might fall out with your partner. And you don't want that, right? You don't want to fall or get mad with them. And so communication, in this case, transparency of the things that I'm doing, the things that he's doing, blockers he might be facing, blockers I might be facing. You can even leave comments in this. It's crucial. Plus, it gives you a little bit of an extra dopamine to be able to drag and drop these boxes to in progress to done from, or to not start to in progress, or to block to done. It is amazing. I'd even use this for my personal life, right? I won't show you this, but I have this exact same system, this live project management system to do my personal stuff, right? Whether that's, I don't know, it's not walking the dog, but personal, non-business or less business related stuff. Excuse me, I have this here. It's super important. And I've tried writing stuff on paper. I've tried writing stuff in Mac Notes, but it hasn't worked out for me. I mean, this might not even work out for you, but I'm just telling you what I think based on my experience, what is best to do. And I found this is the best way to actually get stuff done as quickly, as efficient as possible, while communicating what you're doing and what the other person is doing if you work in a company or if you have a co-founder, while keeping that communication channel very, very active. Of course, we also use Slack, right? But we don't put the task and we don't put what we need to do or the future product developments, because this is huge, right? I won't scroll all the way down, but this is huge, right? We have features we want to add, we have things we want to do, we have steps we want to build, right? And this is all here in the non-started. We discuss the ideas on Slack, we talk about them, we do calls and all that. But then once we have a concrete idea of what we want to do or what needs to be done, we create a very specific card. So if I click here, for example, this one doesn't have much text, but we try to, let's see here, write as in detail as possible, right? I'll have to blur all this, but write in as much detail as possible what this is, why we need it, any comments, all this super, super important. It isn't just some random cards, right? Because when I build the card here, I want my co-founder to be able to click it and not have to ask me anything. You'll see, okay, we have to do this, this, and that way. Bam, let's get it done. And so I think this is honestly one of the best things that I've done in the past. Comment down below if you want this template, because these templates, these like Kanban templates don't come by default with Notion. You have to build them out. I'll let you know how I build them out. If you want, let me know, comment down below. But I think honestly, this is one of the biggest things that took us to 15K MRR. And I'll show you here, because MRR is great, right? And it's how you evaluate software. But I'll show you here the revenue, because revenue numbers don't always add up with MRR, because people pay for monthly plans. So in November, right, the month of November, our software made 14,000. Actually, oh my God, what's happening here? Am I being dumb? Yes, I'm being dumb. We had a revenue of $38,000, right? So that's because people buy yearly plans, right? And that has a less of an impact in the MRR, which right now is at 15K. But yeah, that's, one of the biggest things. Of course, I can talk about marketing. I can talk about how you should develop the product, which I've talked about in the past. But none of that, right? No marketing, no product development, nothing gets done without proper product management. And I know this is boring, and I know most people will not really care about this, but trust me, I've built 2 SaaSes, right? I've built one was a marketplace. We did $300,000 in its first 12 months. That's 300K. Its first 12 months of existence, right? From ground zero to 300K in its first 12 months. And it was partly thanks to this, partly to having things organized. Because the truth is that when you sit at your desk in the morning, in the afternoon, at night, right? You have to know exactly what you are going to be doing for the couple of hours that you're going to be working, right? You don't want to be all over the place. And the reality is that if you don't have a centralized place where you can manage your projects or even manage your life, right? You're going to be all over the place. You're going to be spending so much time trying to figure out what you need to do, how you're going to do it. It takes such a mental, it takes so much brain power, to figure out what you want to do. And so you're better off spending that brain power in doing actual tasks than figuring out what you need to do. So that's why you need to have a proper board like this. It can even be a written note, like you can write on your notebook, but you need to have it planned out. The reason why we do it here is because Afonso, the co-founder, has access to it as well. It is interactive. We can comment and all that. So it's the biggest thing here. I'm just rambling here. But yeah, do it now, because it's very, very important. And yeah, if you like these types of videos, let me know. If you prefer these more actionable, like step-by-step guide on how to grow a SaaS solely with organic, or my 7 steps or 9 steps to growing it from 0 to 10K, or 4 tips, let me know. But yeah, this channel is going to be all about growing a SaaS, because we've done it. I've done it 2 times. By the way, this is the first one, 300K in 12 months with a SaaS, so 0 to 300K. Official launch was around here. So yeah, let me know what you think. Like, comment, and if you want these templates, do let me know, because I'll email them to you, or I'll find a way to send them over to you. That's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.